Yeah, que lo que. What's good, mi gente lindo? Happy Juneteenth. You better send your favorite Black American $1,865, baby, okay? Because today is our day. Anyways, I'm teaching you how to make jelly cake in a manera de me, but this is inspired by my great grand aunt Caledonia, okay? Now listen, shout out to my auntie Mary for putting me on because she told me about her childhood and growing up in the Mississippi Delta and how auntie Caledonia would make this jelly cake for the holidays, okay? So, listen, full disclaimer, bacon is not my ministry. Bacon is not my ministry. I was screaming this to the rooftops, okay? I could throw it down in the kitchen, but bacon maybe. But we here to commemorate the memory nonetheless. So with that said, I went ahead and I added my dry ingredients into a bowl, which is the all-purpose flour and some baking powder. And then another one, I creamed 2 sticks of butter, added 2.5 cups of sugar. And then after I combined those together, I added 5 eggs, one at a time in there. And then I gradually added 1.5 cups of milk and the 3 cups of the flour and baking powder into the mixture, right? Make sure you do not over mix your batter, right? Then I went ahead and I greased my pans with some Crisco and some flour, okay? Make sure you get every nook and cranny because this is going to make sure your cake come out like butter, baby, all right? Then I went ahead and I added 1 to 1.5 cups of batter into each of those pans, leveled it off, tapped it to make sure the air bubbles get out of it, and then I baked it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now, okay? Now, listen, everybody's stove work differently, so go ahead around that 25 minute mark and see what's going on with yours, all right? Then, while that's in the stove cooking, I went ahead and I made my frosting, okay? So, Auntie Caledonia used apple jelly, so I'm using apple jelly for this recipe, but you can use any kind of jelly. I went ahead and added some vanilla and some powdered sugar, and I mixed that thing up nice, and I set it to the side while I wait for the cakes to cool over, right? Now, listen, not too much on me. This is what I said before. This is the disclaimer, okay? Because I could have leveled this off differently, all right? Now, Auntie Caledonia, Auntie Mary said that Aunt Caledonia has 6 thin layers of cake, and in between each layer, there was apple jelly, okay? That didn't happen. Okay, remember, we learning, baby. I got 3 layers, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to add the first layer, add some jelly. Add the second layer, add some jelly. Then you're going to put the third top, and then you're going to dump all that jelly on top of it, baby. Okay, make sure you are nice and generous with how much jelly you put through it, okay? Because it's going to seep through the cake. You're going to see it now, okay? Now top it off with some powdered sugar, and baby, look in the cake as I cut that thing. I mean, of course, you don't have to worry about it sliding, baby, because that jelly make it stick together. Look at how it's just seeping through the layers, okay? Apple jelly listo para ti, en tu familia, en tus amigos a disfrutar, baby. Happy Juneteenth again. Thank you for staying with me for this countdown. Stay blessed and stay hopeful. I know these times is rough, but baby, we're going to get through it, okay? Amor and bendiciones.